What is your name?
My name is Faisal.
And where are you from?
I'm from Darfur, Sudan.
From Darfur, Sudan.
Yeah.
Where do you live now?
I do live in Phoenix, Arizona.
So why did you come all the way to Los Angeles?
Wow. To participate in the events for Darfur, to make people feel there's the people suffering in Darfur, so we hope that we can influence a little bit more people to get participate in the events like this, in order to stop the genocide and the killings and the torture for the people of Darfur.
What is happening right now in Darfur after the ICC warrant?
Okay, what's happening right now, the government of Sudan is already kicking out the organizations that provides aid to Darfuris, and that by itself leads to very difficult life conditions, probably may lead to deaths of a lot of people later on, because you're kicking out organizations that provide food and medicine and shelter, and that by itself is like a slow motion genocide again in Darfur. And we trying to get the international community or any people around the world to stop that before it happens. Yeah.
How do you Darfuris feel about justice?
Yeah, we feel so grateful, but it's also like double feelings for us. As we feel that justice is needed for the people of Darfur, we also still cannot forget that we lost more than 300,000 people in Darfur. And that's something not forgettable forever for us. And it is very hard feeling also. But we also like feel somewhat relieved to hear that the President al-Bashir will get arrested, because the warrant issue that they issued it. So we feel there's a little bit of hope, so the people of Darfur can get some justice.
What do you say to the people that say, first you need peace and justice later? What do you tell them?
I tell them that the peace is needed, but the justice is also important for the people of Darfur, because there's a lot of things that happen in Darfur and the people cannot just forget it like that easy without getting any kind of justice. As much as peace is important, the justice is also important for us. That's my message to whoever thinks that the peace is more important. We think that both of them are important, especially justice.
What would have to happen in Darfur so for people to go back to their villages, to rebuild their villages? There are no longer any villages because they're destroyed. But what would have to happen for everybody here in the United States that is Darfuri, and for the people in Darfur, the people in Chad, for them to feel good about Darfur?
First of all, if the situations on the ground remains like as it is right now, if anybody from the Darfuris who live in the refugee camps return to their villages, they will be killed again, they will be raped again, they will be tortured again, the villages will be burned to the ground again, because the actions of the government saying that. Right now, I'm getting phone calls from my home country, and I'm also making phone calls, and all the people like making sure that these things will happen, because the government now putting more troops on the ground and sending more the government people to the Darfur, and that's what that will lead to eventually death of the people if they return to their villages. So there's no support or protection of any kind. So I personally don't want my people to go back to their villages and there's no protection, so they won't be killed. Like, we hope that they remain in the refugee camps, where at least they get some kind of protection or even witnesses if something happens. But if they return to the village, a lot of crimes will happen and they will go undocumented at all.
How is your own family? Do you still have family in Darfur?
So the only thing that I'm getting news from is, I know some people in Khartoum, I'm calling them, and eventually they telling me if they hear something from Darfur, if someone came from Darfur from the refugee camps and tell them something about my family, and then I'm getting that news from them. So I'm feeling so sad. and I'm feeling so concerned also about their safety.
Okay, well, a lot of people here care about Darfur, so we're with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.